11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. What a fight! I think Canelo won it.
Juan, the Hispanic causing panic, Lascano.
Wearing black with white, also weighing in at 167.6 pounds. In his professional career, 54 victories, including 36 big wins by knockout, only one defeat with 2 draws, and he's undefeated for 6 years, and considered by many to be, pound for pound, the best in the world. He's the former 2-time light middleweight world champion, former middleweight world champion, former light heavyweight world champion, the reigning, defending super middleweight champion of the world, damas y caballeros de Guadalajara, Jalisco, México, representando al gran campeón, Saúl Canelo.
Thanks to those joining me live and those that be joining me on the archive. Bush baby, no, I did a whole post fight on it, bro. Like I talked about it. Go look for it. Like you know what I mean? Like what are we doing? Let's pretend these style had nothing to say about Shakur's great performance and all the praise he gave Zepeda after. I'm sorry, he gave Shakur with the win over Zepeda after. Let's just pretend because that's what I want to believe. Is that what this is? I don't know, Bush baby. Like, I don't know. I don't know what to say. And by the way, I have thoughts about Xander Ortiz going back and forth. I'll do that during the week. Shout out to Oscar Duarte. He did win the title eliminator against Sims. Shout out to him. Also, I do think Jojo Diaz, I thought Jojo Diaz was he should have won that fight. I think he was a rightful winner. They didn't give it to him. And I don't even want to say he won that fight. I mean, I don't know it's just my opinion, but you guys can tell me what you think. But I want to get to the point of the video. I don't have a lot of time. And just for the record, like I don't get people, bro. Like I'm not I'm not calling out anybody out in particular. Okay, I'm just speaking in generalities here. All right. Now, if you're getting your feelings hearing it, then that means apparently it applies to you, but that's not my problem. But I've been talking boxing for a long time, and I've gotten a lot of fights right. I got a lot of fights wrong. That's everybody. It's not that you're not a genius if you get a fight right or fight wrong. There's only 2 fighters in the ring. Your grandma could just pick one and be right. Like it's not like a genius to do it. All of us have access to the bookies, and we all have access to what the odds are. We can make educated guesses based off of that. It's not that difficult. So this whole if you get it wrong, I don't know what type of pussies you're used to talking to. I don't know what type of pussies you're used to hearing from. I don't know what type of pussies you've been subscribed to or whatnot. That are nowhere to be found, okay, when they get a fucking boxing prediction wrong. Who gives a fuck? I've been wrong, and I've come back, and I've said when I was right. I said when I was wrong, and that's it. And anybody could attest to that. Any dumb shit like, oh, what are you going to do if you're wrong? I'm going to be right here, motherfuckers. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going nowhere. Nowhere. Do you understand? If I'm wrong, I come back and I don't make excuses. I don't make Rapgate, excuses. I don't make excuses about the glove, and I don't make excuses about somebody being poisoned or some dumb shit like that. All that dumb, weak shit it doesn't happen here. Now, I don't know who the fuck you're talking to. Oh, Tim Tszyu lost. Yeah, I know he lost. And I said it, and I gave his opponent all the credit in the world. I said I was wrong, and then people still come on here. You were wrong. You don't want to admit you're wrong. Like I literally did it. And then, it's almost like impulsive, which lets me know a lot of you don't even listen. You don't even listen to what the fuck people are saying. You just come on here and just start typing away. Start typing away. All right? This is some bullshit right here. Shout out to Jojo Diaz. I thought he won the fight. And look, even though I didn't give a prediction for the fight, I thought Regis would win. And even though, technically speaking, my prediction was right, I don't feel it was because I thought Jojo won. All right? I did feel Duarte would win, but I wasn't sure. I could have been wrong. It is what it is. It's not the end of the fucking world. It's boxing. People are... Anyone who walks around like they're a guru, they predict shit right or wrong, okay? Like seriously, bro. Like just giving the credit they're right. Of course, I want my credit when I'm right, but at the same time, who gives a shit? Who cares? All right? Shakur Stevenson fought a really good fight. He wasn't holding the whole time and showed everybody he could actually fight that way, right? Then he turned around. I don't really want to fight that way. No. That's the way you fight. Holding is illegal. Of course, it was tougher because you couldn't hold. No, you're not allowed to hold. Oh, it's easier if I hold than I run. No. Like avoiding engagement and holding. I'm still against all that. I gave him credit because he won and how he won. How about that? Go look it up. They have this feature now under the videos, and it says ask, and the AI will tell you, right, what the person talked about. All right? Go and ask the AI here on YouTube. Did these talk about Shakur Stevenson after his fight with Zepeda? And boom, you got it. All right? Don't come on here claiming things that aren't true. It's pathetic. So let's keep it moving. All right? I want to talk about Crawford versus Canelo. That's the point of this video. And I want to know what you guys think. I've been noticing a pattern. And it's kind of an annoying pattern, to be honest with you. I was listening and I'm talking. I mean, boxing fans are boxing fans, right? Even though I'm noticing it with boxing fans too. I'm noticing it with content creators. I'm noticing it with social media personalities. I'm noticing it with sports talk people. I'm noticing it with boxers. I'm noticing it by most boxers, I should say. And I'm noticing this very, very much just in general. And I just got to be honest, I disagree. I'm not all there. I'm there, but not all there. I'm not there. Chatel T, Sonteo, Troy Mack, Anthony Sanchez, Bush Baby Box, even though he just got, he just got chewed out, but rightfully so. You need to admit that it was a rightful chew out, right? And Jesus, Herrecio Music, and all that good stuff. Team Batman Boxing. Here's the deal. This is what I keep hearing. This is what I keep kind of and it's getting annoying, right? When it comes to Crawford, Crawford, he's a master. Crawford, he's like a machine in the ring. Crawford, his defense is on point. Crawford, his footwork is second to none. Crawford, his combination punches and his counter punching is second to none. Crawford, he's like a computer in there. He just downloads the data immediately. Oh, Crawford, he could fight orthodox. He could fight southpaw. He'll be able to switch and confuse opponents. He could fight so many styles. Oh, Crawford, he's so strong. He's a wrestler. I think he might be stronger than Canelo. I think he's faster than Canelo. He's taller than Canelo. He's bigger. Oh, Crawford. He's so smart. High IQ. He's a boxing master. High IQ. 10th degree black belt in boxing. He's got a computer in his head that detects every movement. He could read every movement. He knows that any little twitch, he can read it. And it, like, you know what I mean? It's just like, he's a wizard. Thank you. He's a wizard in the ring. Like he's like the Matrix. Everything just slow motion for Crawford. It's just effortless. You could drop Crawford in the middle of any era. He could compete and beat anybody ever. Right? Now look. Obviously, I think Crawford's a great fighter. I'm not one of those people saying it's a mismatch. Okay? I think it's a good fight. I was the first one to say, you find me whoever said it first, that this is the Hagler Leonard of this era. We should celebrate it and uplift boxing with that. But if you don't want to participate in it, that's fine. It's your right, your prerogative. Crawford is a really good fighter. Oh, he's different. He's different. Crawford is just different. He's special. Right? Damn. Like the something saying about Crawford going to this fight. He doesn't know how to lose. Just doesn't know how to do it. One of the most overused, lazy things that people use ever. Like, it's crazy. Doesn't know how to lose. Like, okay. And everything is Crawford special. Crawford's at another level. He's a machine. He's a boxing wizard. His defense is impeccable. He stops everybody he's in the ring with. Like he's a beast. Like look again. Crawford is a really, really good fighter. I had him as my number one pound for pound for years. Believe me, I know. I love the fight. It's a great fight. All that good stuff. Hagler, Leonard of the era, right? We could celebrate that and make it up, like you know what I mean? Like, but people don't want to celebrate. They'll rather bash Canelo or Crawford, vice versa, whatever, right? That's cool. That's your prerogative. But I get it. But then in those same breakdowns, like look at all the things they say about Crawford. And then they get to Canelo. I was watching Stephen A. Smith and Andre Ward, right? And Stephen A. goes like this. There's one thing I'm going to tell you. It's that Canelo is going to be ready. There's one thing you can't think of. He's ready. He's going to come ready. And Andre Ward sits up. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we can't take that away from him. Yeah, he does come prepared. He does come prepared. Like really, that's the only thing you can say about Canelo? Like that's it? Like that he comes, like, yeah, all fighters come prepared. What does that fucking mean, bro? Like the only thing they could talk about is how Canelo is going to be in shape and be prepared. He's going to have a training camp. He's going to spar. He's going to run his miles, and he's going to show up to the arena. He's going to show like that. That's it. And the other one, oh yeah, Canelo. I mean, the one thing about Canelo, he is bigger. He is bigger than Crawford. So I just don't know the size thing. But man, I mean, Crawford, he's amazing. He's a wizard. He's got like a computer in his head. He's got like all the AIs combined in his head. And he reads every twitch that dude's making him. He's a master in the ring, right? Any little twitch, he reads it, right? He knows, like in round 1, he sees that twitch. By round 4, he knows as soon as that little twitch of a muscle, right? And he knows the exact moment to throw that punch to counter you. And like they're describing things about Crawford. Look, I think Crawford's a great fighter, but I mean, give me a break, bro. All right? He's a defensive wizard all of a sudden. Like, what are we doing? Based on what? Based on what? Right? And then they got people, because the thing with Canelo, I mean, he hasn't knocked anybody out. He hasn't knocked anybody out. Right? Okay. He hasn't. Okay, cool. I think with Canelo is, I mean, just loading up and throwing one punch at a time. And that's all Canelo does. Like, bro, like they're describing Canelo. Like when I hear them describe Crawford, and when I hear them describe Canelo, they're not describing the fighters I'm expecting in the ring at all. Like, I don't know what they're talking about, bro. I don't see a fight on the undercard or what. Like, I don't know what they're talking about. The way they're describing Crawford, you would think it's like a reincarnation. It's like a mix of like Pretty Boy Floyd and Money Mayweather combined, right? With a little spice of Pernell Whitaker and some Thomas Hearns with a right hand or something. Like the way they're describing them, and the way they're describing like Canelo is like a poor man's version of Arthur Abraham or something. Is the way they're describing him. Like this is insane, bro. Like I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. First of all, I need to see it in the fucking ring, bro. I'm not convinced that Crawford is like that much more talented than Canelo. And if he is more talented at all, like what do you mean? Based on what? Who has Crawford fought at anywhere near the skill level of Gennady Golovkin? Who? You name him to me. I saw him get outboxed by Gamboa and eventually crack Gamboa's chin. And we know Gamboa has a weak chin. He was dropped like 20-some times in his career, right? We know that happened. But like who? Like Mean Machine should have had a knockdown on the guy. He was giving him a tough fight early on. Like, no offense to Mean Machine, but that's not anywhere near the type of opponents Canelo's fought in his career. Canelo Alvarez has fought far more skilled fighters than Crawford. It's not even close. Oh, but Crawford doesn't know how to lose. Did Crawford fight Floyd Mayweather? Did he fight a Dimitri Bivol at 175 pounds? What the fuck does that even mean, bro? Well, Crawford, he's never had a close fight. Did he ever fight a Gennady Golovkin? Well, did he? He fought an alcohol problem coming out of a car crash, Errol Spence, who clearly didn't look the same going into that fight. But it's whatever. Like I know Crawford fans get mad. It's not his fault. I never said it was his fault. Did I say that Crawford like drugged Errol Spence and made him drive that way and he crashed his car? No, I never said that. Crawford wanted to fight him way before that. It is Errol Spence's fault. But we're assessing the skill level of these two guys, Crawford and Canelo. And why is that fair game? Because Crawford is the one that came out and said, yeah, he's got the resume, but because he knows Canelo has a way better. It's laughable to compare the resumes. He knows Canelo's resume is way superior to his. Way superior. It's not even close. Right? So what does he have to do? Well, there's a little bit of a hater in him because he says, he did fight the guys, but when he fought them and they were old and he timed it when to fight them and so we got to keep in mind when he beat them. So when Canelo beat somebody, we got to keep in mind when he beat them. We got to look at the timing of the circumstances. We got to blame Canelo when it's his fault. Well, when it comes to Crawford, we want to keep playing the it's his fault, but with the other guys, but we can't do that with Crawford, right? When did Crawford fight Sean Porter? When he already been beat twice, right? I believe only twice, but I know Granados gave Porter a hell of a fight and whatever, but I believe I could be wrong about that guy, but I know Cal Brook had beat him, and I know that Errol Spence beat him, and frankly he was up in the fight, and Porter's dad came out and said that he just the reason he stopped it because he just didn't feel his son wanted it anymore, and his son just didn't give 100% during training camp. That's what his dad said, his trainer. I'm supposed to just ignore that? Oh, you can't bring that up. That's not Crawford's fault. I don't give a fuck if it's his fault. Did I say it's his fault? Did I say that? No. But Crawford could bring up all day. Oh, look at it's a really good resume. But I mean, when he fought him, how he fought him, the time that he fought him, and like you know what I mean? Like that's the issue. Oh, Canelo, don't bring up how I looked against Madrigal, Canelo. Look how you looked against Bivol. Like, if we're going to compare Bivol to Madrigal, give me a fucking break. Give me a break, bro. Bivol beat fucking Baturbiev, dude. Give me a fucking... Madrigal got worked by Virgil Ortiz. Got walked down. Beat up. Give me a fucking break. See, the issue is here, right? I don't care if the Errol Spence fans were delusional and thought Errol Spence was still the same like he was before the car crash and stayed on that and went hard in the paint about that. And now maybe they're making excuses about that, okay? Like, I don't give a fuck about any of that shit. I don't care. I just know, and everybody fucking knows that Errol Spence he just wasn't the same anymore, like anymore. He looked like shit before the bell rang, right? And that I think Crawford beats him anyway. If it's before the car crash, Crawford beats him. But he doesn't beat him like that bad. Probably still knocks him out. But he doesn't win every second, every round, and like Errol doesn't even win a round. Not like that. I don't care what Errol Spence fans said. Oh, the Errol Spence fans were saying the same thing. I don't give a fuck what Errol Spence fans were saying. Do I look like an Errol Spence fan to you? If I got to hear one more dude, not on YouTube, by the way, but like on Twitter, you're probably one of those guys that said Spence, like, shut the fuck up. Seriously. I picked Crawford by stoppage. All right? Errol Spence fans said, well, Errol Spence fans didn't have a lot, they had a lot to say because the dude only fought every 15 months. He looked like shit against Garcia. Oh, it was the car crash, and he was coming back, and this and that, and Danny Garcia is really good. Danny's all right. All right, he's okay. Go ask Lara if he was sweating Danny Garcia. All right, and Canelo's fought the more skilled fighters. He doesn't know how to lose. He hasn't fought a Bivol or a Mayweather, bro. He definitely didn't fight a Mayweather when he was only 23 years old. I know that. What are we doing? You know what? I'm calling bullshit. I think all this like downplaying Canelo's skills and upplaying Crawford's skills. I think there's a lot of overvalue on the skill level of Crawford, even though I think the skill level is high, very high. But people are just over exaggerating. They're in cloud nine with it. Bro, people are saying these things about Crawford on the lead up to this fight that they've never said. I've watched breakdowns of Terrence Crawford fights, okay, for years. I've participated in those breakdowns. I think Crawford is an exceptional fighter. He's an exceptional fighter that could potentially win this fight. I'm not downplaying that, but I think people are just going overboard with it. Oh, he's a wizard. Oh, he like crowd like it's like they're describing a mixture of like Mayweather and like Thomas Hearns or something. Like I'm like bro, like calm down. And when they're talking about Canelo, bro, it's Jesus freaking Christ. It's like they're describing like a very poor version of Arthur Abraham. Everyone's always known that Canelo's feet are slow, but like he doesn't have the fastest feet in the world. But that's been the case since he was 19 years old. I don't understand this whole like, oh yeah, he's very slow. They say every fucking Canelo fight they say that, by the way. But I think people are going to be very surprised come fight night. I think people are going to be very surprised that Crawford isn't levels above Canelo when it comes to skill level. And I think when some chingazos land, all of a sudden, all this talk about he's gonna, and here's the other thing, he could walk down Canelo, he's gonna outpower Canelo, he's gonna outbox him, like he's gonna do everything. He's gonna do what Mayweather did, but at the same time, he's gonna do something that nobody could do, not even Canonical level. He's gonna walk down Canelo. He's gonna walk him down and break him down and stop. I've heard people say, like, calm down. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. That's some bold ass shit. You got, like, a lot of you dudes have never said these things about Bud Crawford. You've said Bud is a great fighter. You said Bud is really good. You've said a lot of positive things about Terence Crawford, okay? But just like I have. But like what I'm hearing now, it just sounds different, bro. Like it's like, oh yeah, he could go up to 168 because let me tell you, he's different. Like Terence Crawford, he's got the mind and he's got like the power. He could walk down Canelo. He could box lefty, righty. He's a better counter puncher. He's more skilled. He's better on the inside. I'm just not. Look, I don't even think he's a better defensive fighter than I think Canelo's a better defensive fighter than Terence Crawford. Like, period, bro. A lot of you motherfuckers got to go all the way back to those 19 years old to see him buzzed. Mr. Pulling up Cotto's brother. The dude was a 19. He was a mocosillo, bro. Like, Canelo was practically fresh off his daddy's nutsacks. Oh, look, he got wobbled. He's like, what are we doing? But I seen Crawford, like, and the excuses don't stop. Like, Crawford, on the Gamboa fight. Oh, he was, like, where was, like, the magician in the Gamboa fight? Why did that turn into a fight of attrition? And so, like, well, why did that happen? Like, what was the magician against, like, the Mean Machine? People are acting like he's always looked the way he looked against Spence. I followed the dude's whole career, bro. Halfway to the Porter fight, I'm wondering if he's going to win this shit. I thought he's going to win more convincingly against Porter. All right? Oh, he beat Cal Brook. Really? Cal Brook 1-2. Like, again, it's not his fault. Like, I didn't say that Crawford got hired some goons to fuck up both orbital bones of Cal Brook. I'm not saying that. Right? So I don't know why you guys keep asking me if it's his fault. It's not his fault. But the reality is Cal Brook wasn't the same anymore. That's the reality. Cal Brook wasn't the same dude anymore. But he can't stop talking about, when Canelo beat these guys, the timing. The timing when Canelo did it. Well, what about when you did it? What about when you beat all these other dudes in a weaker resume? But that's just a resume. You can't take your resume to the fight. No, but we can assess resumes. So what I'm telling you guys is this, right? Canelo has fought better fighters than Crawford. His skills have been tested more. That's just the truth. Okay? It doesn't automatically mean he's more skilled. It just means he's been tested more. Okay? So that's just so this talk, like, people are just like, they're just exaggerating, bro. I hear people talk about Crawford like this before he fought Cal Brook, before he fought, like going into the fight with like Sean Porter, going like, it was just standard. Oh, he's a good fighter, top pound for pound, skillful. It is. You could go left, you could go right. Sure, they'll throw in as a special fighter or something like that, but they weren't talking about him like, bro, they're talking about like this dude like he's a boxing god at this point. Like, this is insane, bro. No, Victor Posta was not elite, bro. Oh, that never mind. That was the. He doesn't know how to lose. Well, I mean, like, what does that mean, bro? I play chess. If I decide to only play players that are sub 1200, then I'll always win, right? I won't know how to lose because I always win. But if I start playing players, right? Playing Mayweather is the equivalent of playing the number one chess master, the chess world champion, and losing to him, right? And you never played somebody at that level, but you beat some postals like 1400, and like, he's elite. Like, give me a break, all right? Post, like, what are we doing? I think people are going to be very. I think people are going to be very surprised at the skill levels matching. People are talking themselves into this shit. It's almost like, bro. It's almost like they need to say this stuff to believe he's going to go to 168 and beat Canelo. Like they need to believe that this guy has like super soldier serum or some shit. Yeah, Fanon coming out. Oh, yeah, you're on the steroids, or well, whatever he's saying. Let me tell you something, bro. Let me just say this right now, okay? I think I'm still sticking by my point. I think Canelo's going to win this fight. I think once a chingazo start landing, I think Crawford. I think it's been his plan the whole time. He's going to start running. And he's going to try to win on points. That's where it's all pointing toward. He might try to press Canelo. He might try to see if that could work. But the moment he feels that those chingazos, I don't think he's a better defensive fighter than Canelo. I don't think he has the head movement of Canelo. I don't think he has the waist movement of Canelo. I just don't. There's no way to really know about the reflexes, but I think they both have cat-like reflexes. But I haven't seen highlight reels of Crawford doing defensive shit like Canelo. I just haven't. Go find them for me. All right? In fact, let me play this, right? And then we'll talk. Well, actually, I won't do it right now. Oh, but he hasn't done that in years. He hasn't done this, right? Look, maybe Canelo slowed down, right? I think there's reason to believe Crawford slowed down. I there's reason to believe that Crawford would be very slowed down, putting on extra weight. Okay? I also think the way you fight a very big man is different to the way you fight someone your size or smaller. It's different how you fight them, okay? Now, I'll give it to you guys this way. Mayweather, even though Mayweather was older in his fucking whatever it was, mid-40s, whatever it was, and he was fighting Logan Paul, right? He goes back to the corner, and the dude tells him, hey, throw your jab. And Mayweather says, no, you can't throw your jab at this guy, right? Now, people that know, when someone's a lot bigger than you, you can't really use your jab, okay? It could be used against you. So Canelo's been fighting much bigger men that can absorb punches better, okay? Just because of their mass, right? Guys that are ballooning up in weight, up in the 180s, 190s, like these are big dudes, right? So when he hits them, right, the impact, the force doesn't affect him as much as maybe it did smaller guys that he fought. Okay? I just think this time you're going to experience something different. Like you just are. I don't think it's hit people like Canelo is a very small guy for 168 pounds. Like it's not like I look at the frames with him and Ryder. If you look at their frames, right? And the one thing Canelo's been very cautious of, he doesn't want to injure himself again and then be out for another year, have to do another wrist surgery. He's been very selective with his punches, especially with these really big men that have a lot of punch resistance. There's a lot of mass there, right? And people are judging that, and they're like, oh, wow, he's only throwing one punch at a time. Even though he's practically winning every round. He's not losing that many rounds or anything. Yes, he knocks him down, then he cruises it because he can. Okay? And the reality, I don't think Crawford's going to take the punches the same. And I don't know where the fuck people got that Crawford's this defensive wizard. I just don't know where they got it. I'm not saying Crawford has bad defense. But every fucking fight, I see the guy getting hit. So then you could spare me like Errol Spence got his licks in the body. I remember. It's just that Errol Spence was buzzed and hurt, and he just couldn't recover anymore. But he's there to get hit. It's not this impossible thing to do. And to act like all Canelo brings to the table is that he comes in shape, Andre Ward, that's it. That's all you got to say. Oh, yeah, he's going to come in shape for sure. Yeah. That's like when they say, when they try when a shitty ass quarterback, right? When they say, oh, he's good at, he's a good, what do they say? At managing time. There's a term for it. There's a term for it. Let me read these. Shout out to Bruce Goss. Thanks for the membership, brother. Cervecero Music. Same dudes won't give Nello credit after he wins. They probably won't. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. I didn't say they're them, bro. And this is what people need to understand. I'm specifically talking about the mass of the individual. How big they are. Okay? If you punch a punching bag that weighs 50 pounds versus one that weighs 100 pounds, you're going to feel a difference, right? Like, it's I just don't understand what people don't get about that. But whatever. Right? But the reality is, we got Ricky Burns. Crawford was asked to rate his opponents from 1 to 10. He gave Gamboa a 10. What? He gave Errol Spence a 10. And he gave somebody else a 10. What did he, or no, he gave Mean Machine an 8 or some shit like that. Like what? If Gamboa is a 10, what the fuck's Gennady Golovkin, bro? That's off the scales. All right? Off the scales type shit. Off of it. The fuck is Mayweather? If Gamboa's a 10, right? And fucking like what the fuck is Floyd Mayweather when he was the number one pound for pound fighter in the world? And a 23-year-old Canelo fought him. This is crazy. What else do they say? Oh yeah, Canelo, he's big, he's strong, he hits hard, got a big neck. He's got a big neck. He hits hard. Although some of them are saying not really. He's strong, although some of them are saying not really. He's dedicated to his craft. Wow. But Crawford, he's a wizard. He's a master. You know what I mean? He's at another level. He's like a computer in there. He dissects and reads every movement. Like just the way they're talking about this dude. Like, Jesus Christ, bro. Man. So, it is what it is. With that said, guys, I appreciate you guys tuning in. We'll leave it at that. So much to talk about this fight as the weeks progress. So, thanks once again. I'm out of here, guys. I'll leave you with this. I'm out. Peace.
With his trainer, Eddie Reynoso, wearing black with white, also weighing in at 167.6 pounds. In his professional career, 54 victories, including 36 big wins by knockout, only one defeat with 2 draws, and he's undefeated for 6 years, and considered by many to be, pound for pound, the best in the world. He's the former 2-time light middleweight world champion, former middleweight world champion, former light heavyweight world champion, the reigning, defending super middleweight champion of the world, damas y caballeros de Guadalajara, Jalisco, México, presentando al gran campeón, Saúl Canelo